Bob Johnson. I've known you for 15, 20 years at different shows. I knew you did jewelry. I thought you did rings and bracelets. I did not know that your spectrum of your abilities was this wide. You've showed me stuff today that I didn't even know you were into. And the first one is this beautiful, beautiful solid silver necklace. Tell me about this one.
Well, this is the technique that I used on this one. I made this year, 2020. But this particular piece is a technique that I did in the 70s and 80s. And how I do this is I drip wax in water.
Okay.
And then I take the pieces out of the water, and it's very organic. And then I piece it together. And this is pieced together, but it's also hinged all the way around, so it's movable. But this, I usually cast in sterling silver. But this particular piece, I was looking at Rio Grande, if I name calling, but Rio Grande had this casting silver, pure, 9999 silver. I didn't know you could cast in pure silver. So I bought it, and I thought, well, this would be a nice design to start off with it. So, and now I'm working with a lot of pure silver whenever I can, mainly because pure silver doesn't tarnish.
So what you're telling me is this is one of a kind.
There are
never going to be two of them.
There is not two of these, no, at all,
So
at all. In
this
fact,
one-
most of my pieces are made that way.
That's the greatest part about your work is the fact that you're not going to walk around and see 500 of them.
No.
And I understand you also dabble with the Vatican. Is that true?
Yes, yes.
What?
I was, for a time, I did model work. I was a model maker, and I did original models for companies. The Vatican was one of them.
And I hear Disney was another one?
Disney, Sweet Romance, Joan Rivers.
Oh, so in other words, you have really reached out. Your jewelry is out there, even
All
high
over
and
the
low.
world. All over the world.
Well, do me a favor. Let's see that Fabergé egg that I've been wanting to see all day long.
Okay, let me get this over here. And we'll bring this out. And there.
This is absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah, this is something that it's not only a work of art, and it's something that just there's so many little fine things that you have to do to get this all together. Each one of these flowers, I had to make an original model for it, then make a mold of it. The leaves, where the stones go, there's 127 stones in here.
And only you would count these
because you have to set them. And it's a lot to set them. And then it's an enamel piece. But the top opens up right here.
Oh,
This is a music box. And it's made in sections. Like this bottom section you have to make. Then you make the center section. Then there's the lid that goes onto it. And then here in here, this section is made. And it's all made separately, carved up in wax. Some of it I do in metal, and in pewter metal, and then carve it. And then it's, I have it down here, I screw it all together. And inside of here is the music.
Oh, way cool.
And
this is cool. This is a lot of work. How many hours do you have in something like this?
the original model, and what I did is I make a model, I make each piece separately. And then when it's all fitted together, then I make a mold of each piece. And then you can after that.
Oh,
you
so
can
we're
test
talking
them.
weeks at a time worth of work.
This took me a month and a half to make the
Okay,
original,
months at a time.
and that was probably 10 hours a day that I was
Wow.
working on it.
Let's take a look at one of your Fabergé watches.
Okay. And here is another type of thing.
Another
Now,
example of Fabergé.
yeah, Fabergé was
Not watches,
known to
clocks.
make everyday items like letter openers, miniature clocks, miniature eggs. He used to make small miniature eggs and also these big eggs. But he made things that people would just have on their desks for every day. And this was something that in the lines that what you would see. And here on the picture in the background, this particular clock is the Roco design. And that is also done all in little pieces, sections. And then you do all the little sections in it, and then you put them all together.
I'm getting a headache just looking at this amount of work to do something like that. Let's look at a normal piece of work for you, okay?
Okay, down to the thing that normal people would want to buy.
Like me, you know?
Collectors love this stuff, though. But the normal stuff.
Oh, let's look at this bracelet.
Oh, this bracelet. This particular bracelet, if you look at it, remember the Olympics when it was in Beijing?
Yep.
And they built that stadium
Yes.
called the Bird's Nest.
So this is the bird's nest bracelet?
This is a bird's nest bracelet, and I did it where they just, it looked like the birds where they just weave all the twine together and everything. So that was my, I was watching the Olympics and I saw the stadium and I go, God, that would be really neat design in something. So I sat down and then I made the bracelet and then I made some rings to go with it. And on this particular bracelet, I only made 4 of those.
So if you got one of these, do you have any left?
You have one of the 4 that were ever made. I may make them later on, but I don't know. I don't know.
Let's look at the next one. Oh.
This particular ring, I call this my wave design. I do a lot of things where they're real beachy and real waves,
It's got motion.
like the motion of the waves. And so this particular one, this is a dark golden citrine. In this one, it's trillion cut. It's usually that size stone is around a 7 carat, between 7 and 8 carat stone.
That's a big.
In those, it's big, and it's a statement ring.
Yeah.
But I do make my jewelry where I make large rings, but when you put them on your finger, they're not these rings that people catch on things and everything. Because very rarely do I make anything with 4 prongs.
So there's no sharp corners. So everything's got that motion
No.
to it, so it just makes it much easier to
Oh
wear.
yeah, and it's comfortable, very comfortable to wear also.
Let's take a look at the next one. And you do a lot of necklaces.
Yes, I love this. In fact, at one time I used to just make all necklaces, and I didn't make too many rings because of the sizing problem.
Yeah, because I love the ring, but I'm a size 6, and that's a size 4. And
Right. In fact, now, as of the last couple of years, what I've been doing is when I make a ring, sometimes I make them not just a ring, but a cuff, where it's open on the bottom.
Oh, I saw that.
And this way, I'm doing shows, street fairs and art shows and stuff. A lot of times, people don't want to wait
they
a
want
couple of days to
I
have
bought
it
this,
sized.
put it on my finger, I'm leaving
Right.
with it, and I'm going to show everybody when I walk down the aisle.
Right. In fact, that's the easy thing. When they put down a ring and it fits,
Oh, you're happy.
then they're okay.
I own this.
But if it doesn't fit, they just don't want to wait. If it's a one of a kind, then
Oh,
I
that's
have to
true.
take the stone out and redo it and all this other stuff. So I make a cuff.
Well, it's been a real
But-
privilege having you here today. You've opened my mind to what your capabilities are, and I can't wait to see some more of this stuff. And when you create your next great piece, please come back in,
Oh,
show
yeah.
it to us. We're going to show the world.
Oh, I will. Thanks for having me.
Oh, no
I
problem. Thank
really-
you.